Well, that's a step forward. I don't think it's complete resolution, but it's a significant step forward. General Jaswal.
Yeah, firstly, I would like to salute Captain Kalia's father. He's the father of a martyr. And Brigadier Javed, I like and I appreciate your reply. It's very forthright reply. Now, irregulars, I was about to say the same. After all, they were operating under the umbrella of the regular army. So whatever act was done by the irregular, the responsibility and the onus lies with the army. Notwithstanding that, whether it is raised after 13 years because the efforts of Captain Kalia's father didn't fructify, and now the media has taken it on to bring it to the notice of the whole world. Let's carry out an introspection. If we have faltered, we must correct ourselves. You see, soldier to soldier, I appreciate what Brigadier Javed said. We are a lot which carries a lot of honor within ourselves, and we do honor the dead of the enemy, so-called enemy at that time. But at times the tempers do go high, and there have been incidents in the 71 war, I am from that vintage, where there were cases, I will not like to broach that topic, and there have been good incidents also of 65. I'll just take a second to narrate that. Late General Dayal, Haji Pir fame, in 65, he was narrating to me from high school years. He said that the company commander whom he captured over there, he said, "Don't shoot me." He says, "I'm not going to shoot you." And they had dinner together in the same plate. That's the kind of respect we have for soldier to soldier. Once he's captured, the Geneva Conventions apply, and we've got a very sacred and pious soldier mind. So, if the irregulars have done it, the onus lies with the regular army under whom they were operating and with the country whose army was operating in that area. There is no doubt that war crime action should be taken against the irregulars. They are also, after all, from that country.
That's pretty straightforward.
It cannot be just wished away.
You can't wish it away. See, General Qureshi, I know you were the advisor to Musharraf at that time. But tonight the time has come for you to acknowledge what you did wrong. Not just your defeat in Kargil. That is going to be written about in the subcontinental history. What I want to know from you is whether you will accept at least what your own fellow Pakistan Army officer, General Brigadier Javed Hussain, is saying from Karachi. He is saying if the irregulars did it, they were under the supervision of the Pakistani Army. And hence the least the Pakistani Army should do today is to apologize on their behalf.
With all my respect for Brigadier Javed, who I know very well, he was not a regular officer of the Pakistan Army in 1999. He has no idea of what was happening there. When he says that there were irregulars operating there under the Pakistan Army, I'm afraid Brigadier Javed is totally out of touch with reality. And when I said that no Indian patrol was captured by the Pakistan Army, that's absolutely true. And if you want to recheck on this, please ask your DGMO of that time,
sir,
that when he spoke to the Pakistani DGMO,
this
what did he
you
say?
are again wrong, sir.
Now,
sir, you are wrong, sir.
No.
Sir, Saurabh Kalia and others were captured in the Bajrang Post, and Indian troops later engaged Pakistani troops in the same region until it was recaptured in July. This is a known and indisputable fact, sir.
No.
It's a fact.
Sir, it's a fact.
How do you mix? How do you mix these two things?
That's a fact.
Sohrab Kalia and his reconnaissance patrols, I am saying, were not captured by the Pakistan Army.
Can I just chip in?
General Jaswal is coming in. General Jaswal wants to rebut you. General Jaswal. General Jaswal to General Qureshi. Yes.
General Qureshi, by your own admission, the Pakistan Army was not operating in that area, whatever it is. Then who was operating in that area? Were they irregulars?
No, hold on, sir.
Were they the terrorists?
No. Hold on.
Please, can I just finish?
I do not know this.
Can I just finish?
Yes.
Can I just finish?
Sure.
No. Can I just finish, if you don't mind? Now, a body which is mutilated with iron rods through the air, the fingertips have the fingers being chopped off. You mean to say the patrol was lost and the vultures did it? They don't carry any iron rods. I mean, if in case a thing has happened, let's carry out an introspection. We have matured from 1999, from 47 to 65 to 71 to 99. And I think there is a time to carry out introspection. If this has happened, it can happen anywhere.
General Qureshi, 1 minute.
And if it has happened,
General Qureshi, Maruf, I will come to
and
you.
you would like to answer me, who was operating in Bajrang? Who was operating in Bajrang? Who captured Bajrang initially?
And who was
After all, they were regular troops. The Pak army was operating.
Who was engaging the Pakistani troops? It was Pakistan that was responsible for capturing the troops who were patrolling the post. Sir, General Qureshi.
We are talking about an incident. We are talking about a patrol that was launched by the Indian Army and which came over to the Pakistani side. Now, who's operating, who captured what post,
we are establishing the fact that Captain Saurabh Kalia was captured and in the custody of the Pakistani army for 22 days, and you handed over his body in a manner in which no country, no civilized country can ever treat any prisoner of war like that. I want to go across to Palampur for a minute. In Palampur, I have Dr.
That's false. It's an allegation that is not true.
Sir, it's about coming to terms. General Qureshi, I now want...
have a problem, I think.
Sir, no, sir. These are some facts I'm placing here. Even Brigadier Javed Hussain is...
These are not facts.
Well...
Look, Javed Hussain wasn't there. How are you quoting Javed Hussain on this?
He is here. He can hear you.
Let me tell you.
I'm not quoting him. He said it.
Let me tell you now. I know, but he wasn't even there. He wasn't in the army then.
Brigadier Javed Hussain, would you like to respond to General Qureshi?
Sure.
You see, I've just stated the facts, and I would suggest there's a book on Kargil, the inside story, Witness to Blunder, written by Colonel Asghar.
Written by whom, sir?
Of the Pakistan Army, and the former Foreign Secretary has written the foreword, and it's supposed to be a very authentic book. I suggest everyone should go through that, and a lot of things will be misconceptions.
I want to now go to Palampur, and Dr. N.K. Kalia is there with us. Dr. Kalia, thank you. I'm sorry to keep you waiting so long. You have heard this debate. I want to know from you, what would you say to General Rashid Qureshi, who still is denying that your son was meted out that treatment at the hand of the Pakistani army? What would you say to General Qureshi, Dr. Kalia?
It is unfortunate and sad that Honorable General Qureshi is adamant in his approach, and he is not listening to any authentic arguments.
Yes, please continue, sir. What would you like to say to him? To counter the points that he has made here, is there anything you'd like to say to him? Because he was advisor to Musharraf at that time.
So I would like to add that Captain Saurabh Kalia and his five soldiers, they were absolutely captured by Pakistani army, and they were held there for over 3 weeks. And
that's not true, sir.
Not treatment they faced. It is highly unfortunate, sad and painful. And Honorable General Qureshi is not likely to admit at all. Here are several proofs. Number one, Cardo's radio announced the capture. Secondly, General Qureshi is saying that they found the bodies in a gorge. I wonder what made Pakistan to capture those bodies from the gorge when they were not ready to take their own soldiers' bodies. When India were ready to hand over. What was the interest of Pakistan in taking out the bodies of the soldiers? It is absolutely baseless to argue that they were found in gorge. The post-mortem report clearly indicates they were shot in the head. Ultimately, after this torture, and I would like to add one thing. At the height where this incident happened, there are hardly any animals or birds, and animals and birds that don't shoot.
Absolutely. And Dr. Kalia, the post-mortem report also confirmed that the injuries were inflicted ante-mortem, that is before death.
Ante-mortem.
I want to salute you for a second time today, Dr. Kalia, for the courage that you have shown.
Thank you so much. I am honored.
We know how painful it is for you to recount what happened and even for you to listen to this. But General Qureshi, in the interest of humanity, if the interest of humanity, General Qureshi, if these two countries have to ever restore their relationship, first we must come to terms with what has happened in the past. That's all I'll say today.
In the interest of humanity, I can't lie. So I will continue to say the truth. And if you don't want to believe it, it's an issue that you have. And frankly, if you expect that a father who's gone through such pain and a Pakistani brigadier who wasn't even in the army then, who's quoting from a book, and we know who writes books, frankly.
General Qureshi,
that is not authentic.
General Qureshi, I am willing to debate this issue with you on end, and I know that you know. But all I want to know is that what you know is also something which you must now acknowledge in the public domain. I am willing, General Qureshi, to debate point on point with you for more than half an hour in this case. If you want, we'll present the facts. I'll call you again. I will present you the proof on this case that we have.
You
were Musharraf's military advisor, sir.
First of all, hold on. First of all, you said that this was announced on Radio Skardu. At that time, Skardu did not have a radio station.
Sir,
so that's incorrect.
Sir.
Then you said that Pakistan announced.
I have 30 seconds.
They had captured this patrol.
I will debate this again.
Never announced.
I promise you I will debate this again with you. We will debate this on end, ad nauseum, General Qureshi, till we come to the facts.
Sure.
Only for want of time. Maruf, I know you want to make a point. 10 seconds, quickly make your point, then we wrap up. We will debate this again. We will follow the story. Maruf, 10 seconds, please. Make it brief, Maruf.
My one single point is General Qureshi can take this as a reminder and study it a bit more. Pakistan has a history of using proxy militants under the leadership of the army. They did it in 47, 48 under
Brigadier
Ayub Khan admitted to that in 65.
I will debate this.
Kargil again, they have done
I will debate this another time.
They claim that these are irregulars, but the Northern Light Infantry was officered by the Pakistan Army officers.
Then why were these officers?
For them to say it is irregulars is a lie.
They were given the Nishane-e-Haidar. They were given the Tamga-e-Jurat, the Medal of Courage. They were given Pakistan's highest honors. We will debate the story. I thank gentlemen for joining me. Brigadier, I'm sorry I couldn't come to you. I'll come to you another time. That's it on the News Hour tonight. But as I promised last night, the sacrifice and the martyrdom of Captain Saurav Kalia will not be in vain. Thank you for watching the News Hour tonight. See you tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. Good night and goodbye.